What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing this well. This morning we got a brother on the phone by the name of iLL. He got a lot going on. He's a rapper. He also has a clothing line that he's trying to start. He's a designer. So we're gonna holler at him about what he got going on and see what's up with him. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, first and foremost.
That's good. Glad you was able to link up with us so we could talk about what you got going. So we're gonna jump right into it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, South Side Chicago. Born and raised, Inglewood area. Just been focused on the clothing line and my rap career, and focusing on better myself as a man and being that role model for my community, no matter what happens as far as adversity strike,
For sure. We got to I got to record one of your freestyles the other day. I'm gonna make sure that I include it. You definitely got skill. So we're gonna talk about music first. So how long you been interested in music and rapping and stuff?
I've been interested in music since like '94, since the era of Scarface. Rap a lot. I've been inspired by Tupac Shakur. I'm from the '90s era, so I've been doing it over focused on it 30 years. But I actually been rapping, 2001.
Okay, so I know you gave us some of your musical influences. So how would you describe your style?
I'm into the conscious rap slash I'll say conscious rap. I'm a conscious rapper, and a little grit with it, slash I won't call it gangster rap, I'll just call it hip hop,
Okay. So tell us how how growing up in Chicago, how you think that affected your music?
It affect my music in different areas because I was actually in the streets, like, for real, coming up in 95, 96 in Chicago, you had organizations such as, the gangs was very prevalent. So by them being there, that influenced me because I was a part of it. I'm talking about one of the captains, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I had the skill set to seeing it and walking through it firsthand. I'm living it, more than anything. So that had a huge amount of effect on my expression, when it comes, my perspective when it comes to rap.
I can imagine. So I'm gonna get you to spit something for us in a moment, but before we get to that, we want to talk more about your clothing line. Now I know a while ago you sent me some sketches of some shoes that you did. I thought that was pretty cool. Not everybody is thinking about shoes. It's always apparel. So I want to talk about that first, your shoes, and then we'll talk about the apparel. So what made you want to design your own sneaker?
Because I was a shoe enthusiast, if you will. I love shoes. I always supported Nike and different brands. And when I was coming up, it was this guy named Galeburg from Chicago. He got a store actually downtown close to Michael Jordan restaurant in Nike Town. And I used to always get custom-made shoes and custom-made clothes. And people used to ask me when I go out, where you get that from? So I started out like that, as far as people asking me, where can I get that from? And now I was like, okay, this is my design, but he's just making it for me. Okay. So I had an influence in that field.
Okay, I can see that. I design my own sneakers too, so I definitely get it. It's nothing like having your own sneakers. It's a little different spice with it. So I definitely hope to see that come into fruition. So let's talk about your clothing brand. Tell us the name of it, what it means, and that right there.
iLL City Apparel is every city ill, right? And it's a playoff on words like fresh. It's a terminology used, every inspiration. So iLL City can be New York, Delaware, Atlanta, California, Texas, etc. And the slogan is, if you're not active, don't comment on activity.
Mm-hmm. That's a good slogan, especially for those That's it goes, it can be more than, one avenue. Like me, being in social justice and stuff like that. That's definitely something of how we feel. You know what I mean? We be having boots on ground, and people always got something to say, but they're not out there in the fight. So that's really a good slogan to have. So tell us how you trying to build that. Like, what's going on?
I mean, I already got. I was learning from Magic Johnson. He said you want a percentage in everything that you do. So as I'm networking, like franchises off in different cities, I'm trying to get different people, a lot of predominantly women, to be able to lay down a format in their city. Being impactful in their city. If you're not active, don't comment on activities. So I want that in every city. So what I'm trying to do is position myself more than one city, not just Chicago. Those cities just represent every walk of life and things of that nature. So that's what I'm trying to establish with the clothing line, the brand, and be able to sell it that way.
Okay. Now you may mention that you said that you're trying to have it like female led or based. Explain, what that's about.
Oh, because predominant women like sisters. I was talking about a strong black woman. Rest in peace. My mother passed away, and I was talking about a strong black woman. That was my first teaching. So coming from her, I understand the impact and the love that a woman gives you, and how impactful she is, the voice she is for the voiceless. So with that being said, I deal with women better than I deal with a lot of men. Tupac told me, he said, when you do things for the women, and the man gonna follow.
Okay. All right. So what does the future hold? What you got going on? What you trying to get into? What you got going on? Hey, what's up?
I'm just focusing on getting out of jail. I'm in court right now on actual innocence, and I'm just focusing on generational wealth, equity, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? To be able to. Some people talk encouragement will walk the feet, and a lot of people don't prepare themselves for the next stage and leaning on somebody else understanding. So at this point, I'm just declaring my independence while I'm here, and then I can execute the plan once I get out there, continue to work hard, things of that nature, and surround myself around by positive people that's in line and with my goals in life. So that's basically what I'm focused on right now.
All right. Well, let me. I know you brought up your wrongful conviction. Do you want to speak on that at all? I know that we spoke about it offline, but if that's something that you want to present to the people at this time, or how you want to.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I would like to just say, in life, coming from urban America, is nothing new under the sun. It happens so often, right? And when you in it, you don't ever understand because you hear it. But when you going through it, it's a different type of animal, right? And you got to have God. You got to be grounded in God. You got to understand and start educating yourself and polish yourself on them areas so you can be able to help yourself. Because when you in here, you really ain't by yourself because people got lives too. So they don't really understand until they live in it. They can talk. They can gist of it, right? But when you live in it and you understand and you going into Brady violations and things of that nature, ineffective system counseling, of lack of education between ourselves. We lean on understanding on somebody else, and we really don't understand our situation. So when we get to that point, it'd be a little bit too late. So, but at the end of the day, you have to educate yourself. You got to stay grounded in God. You got to stay focused. And once you stay focused, then I believe that you can overcome anything.
For sure. Give us a breakdown of what happened with your case, though. So
I had my mother owned property in Inglewood, 3 or 4 houses. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? My mother owned a house, so I was showing one of her residents who was about to move in some property. And at the time, I had a nice car, I had a 300 seat. It was with Lamborghini doors on there, the rims and things of that nature. So the guys, first and foremost, tried to rob me the first time. Then they came back, thought that's where I lived at. But that's never where I lived at. And they was trying to rob me. And, the dudes were shooting. One dude get killed. The dudes who trying to rob me was the suspects, was actually the person who shot and killed the dude in the process of that. And I ended up going to jail, you know what I'm saying? So when I ended up going to jail, they put it on me. But the state witness went to the grand jury and gave alias names, right? And lied and said they lied and gave alias names, and then they were suspect in the shoot. So how you gonna be a witness and a suspect? It's prosecutorial misconduct by knowing and using perjury testimony to secure the indictment, right? And lying to the grand jury because the prosecutor the one that wrote the statement for them. So it's a lot of nefarious things going on, and that's a Brady violation. It's prosecutorial conduct and actual innocence and ineffective district counsel.
Yeah. I know I definitely want to dive deeper into that at another time. I know that you wanted to talk mostly about the endeavors that you got going on, but we definitely got to double back on your case so we can give people a clear understanding of what's going on with that. So that'll be for next time. So back to this music. I always ask anybody that is into music to always give the people a sample of, of what they can do. So I extend that to you. The floor is yours.
Yeah. No problem, man. First and foremost, black people stand up one time, and I just, it's how I see it, man. I say, Michelle say, when we go low, we go high. I need me a queen that's going to fit my fly. I set trends when I write at the verge from the ink soak in, make an impact in the sound, like you letting off a faux fin. Let nothing separate, recreate, baby, no man. Fair's not an option. Power moves like comrade, loyalty over royalty. But I'm talking to my comrades. I guess they don't know the laws of the protocol. Got 3 fingers stuck up in this bitch like a bowling ball. Red dot on your head like it's Gorbachev. It's over, dog. I like my bitches bad and bougie. This the remix. You niggas jealous, mad, and goofy. Major key shit. Been doing this since South Park. Loyalty in my DNA. Come and take a mouth swab. You know what I'm about, God. Kush, coin, gun, drink. My niggas push phones, rock Jews, sun minks. The truth is, I'm trying to build an empire like Lucius, doofus. Eating roof crisp. Picking this meat out my teeth with this toothpick. Giuseppe's on, new fit, shorty too thick, she do dick. She knocked me off, I dropped off. Played it sideways, just the way the goose sit. Told a bitch deuces, I'm a nuisance. I'm for real as me, lying ass politicians. That say anything to secure a seat. Fuck with me, they be reading your eulogy. And watch how the momentum niggas swinging for you to meet. Cute Sacconian ass niggas ain't fooling me. This can't be taught about. How you gonna compete when you don't prepare? Ain't there, I thank God that I'm breathing air. Cause I ain't trying to get lost like Steve McNair. See, they do it for bragging rights. He blowing fire, that's a dragon fight. We getting money. Did it ever cross your mind like Brian McKnight? I'll put flick like my ton of fish burn. I need disinfectant, getting rid of this germ. You ain't got my money, I'ma kill you and him, big worm. I don't need a nigga to co-side. I got a 4-5, make your soul rise. Call it Harvey Dent, cause it play both sides. This motivation. TI-05, call the product Patty the Bill, cause we move whole pies. All I know is grind hustle, 9 muscle. In 98, I think Mike pushed off on Brian Russell. You think I'm lying? Fuck you. Photo bit me. Traveling like I knew Bo Dippy. Running your projects, take 4 floors with me. Bodyguard, no more with me. Mardi Gras, these hoes get me. If you getting dope, stand ahead of the wolves like Tom Thibodeau. You get it dope? I'm in a fold like a centerfold. That son to make you lean like Mike is smooth criminal. If I get arrested, it's bye-bye summer collect calls, we don't speak. If you get arrested, that interview room, that large number 2 and that soft drink. Nigga, I'm in the hood things. So if a nigga throw a drink on me like Baby did Lil Wayne, I'ma catch him in traffic. Put his brains on a wood grain, I wish I could change. From a true sinner. Up the Canano, off the bitch come out like Bruce Jenner. From the truth, nigga. You gotta be paralyzed if you ain't feeling me. I'm finna shock this bitch like Donald Trump did to Hillary. Hill City, let's get it.
Alright, tell people how to get in contact with you.
You can go to www.connectnetwork.com. You sign up for email. My name is Larry Steele. Number is R08777. P.O. Box 1700. Galesburg, Illinois 61402. You also can hit me up on my email address, illcitylarrysteele@gmail.com. And got my e-commerce site at Larry Steele IC. And I'm finna drop some new music. So, things of that nature, you can check me out on Spotify and things of that nature. Once the music drop, I'll keep you located. Keep you posted about that. So thank you for for your ears and the opportunity you give me to voice, be the voice for the voiceless.
For sure. You got any shout outs, bro?
Yeah, shout out to rest in peace to my mama. First and foremost, shout out to my brother Dusky. Shout out to the Queen, yourself, Jay. Shout out to my daddy, first and foremost, Larry Senior. You know, shout out to the black people, man. Shout out to the world. You know, shout out to black communities all over the world. We're trying to make it. We're trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mothers that suffer from police brutality. You know what I mean? And on the front line every day. You know, being out there, you know what I mean, for their sons that got wrongly convicted. Shout out to the world. I mean, everything, you know what I'm saying? And condolences to people who lost loved ones to the beginning time to now. So, you know, it's all love right here. Like I say 100,000 chasing these ends, wait till these ends meet. Fatty Ratty's got one eye on the sock like Spud McKenzie. They bug at Bentley, jealous was love to envy. We shall overcome because the love is in me, you get me? So shout out to love, you know? Real.